네.
Hello Palians, and welcome to another video tutorial where I will be using the red present to show you how you can rotate fences and make stairs or any other type of thing that you would like to do with them, place them up top or stuff like that. I already have a video on fences where I show you how to do fences on top of building blocks, for example this treehouse over here. Okay, so the only way I found how you can add fences besides glitching one item at a time is with the red present, and I have it hidden over here. Let me see if I can show you. There we go. So basically the entire fence is glitched to this, and I have a tutorial on that if you want to see. But today we will focus on doing stuff like this. Basically attach a fence to the red present and then tilt it, and you end up with making a bunch of different stairs. I tried here a few variations to see how it would work. And we have an upright fence over here and another staircase like this. And this other fence is sunken into the ground and is linked to this present over here that's at the far end. Well, basically you can do that as well with these items if you don't want them linked so closely to your anchor. Basically this is the anchor, or should I say the red present is the anchor for the fence, and then these other items that I used are the anchor for the red present, where it's keeping it tilted like that. So I pre-made some examples over here. I also wanted to try out these columns and the Emberborn fence because I think it's gonna look great as stairs, so we're gonna try these as well. Okay, and for that I also need, and I forgot to get some spring edge, spring fever. I don't know why it didn't show up. And we're gonna use a bunch of these presents over here. Okay, so I'll show you the easy method to, I mean there is no easy or hard method, it's just the method. So I'll just show you first how to link your fence to your present, and then if you want to put it at a different distance from the present, I'll show you that with the second example as well. So first what you need to do is add a spring fever edging. Okay, so this first fence that I have here is not linked together, so it's just one pillar by pillar. It's basically just placed like this, one by one. And if you do decide to place your fence one by one, if you add the spring fever edging, it will just continue to select when you group select just from the point where it starts. It's not gonna take from before that, so you have to start from the beginning over here. If you want to know more about group selecting, I also have a video on that, so you can check that out. I'll put this at an angle like this and just add it to the present. I can then remove the spring edging. We have a shelf over here, a normal placement, and I choose some random items that you can basically stick the red present to. It used to work on the barrel. As you can see, I have a few on the barrel, but it doesn't work anymore because the barrels are a little bit bugged right now. So let's just pick up the amphora, and I'll give this as a first example. Then you just pick up the present and attach it to the amphora. As you can see, it goes there. And you can also climb this. Well, you will have here a little bit of a gap. To remove that gap, okay, so I made a bunch of tiny ones because I'm not that good with this method. Okay, so we need to place this on next to the first one, and I'm guessing if we do the cancellation method, it should do the trick. So I place my present over here, and then I cancel it like a few steps over here. I have my pi on my number one, so that's my cancellation button. Then when we add this, and when we move the present, it went backwards. Okay, so I need to cancel it in the other direction. Like I said, I did a few of these in case I fail. Okay, so we put the present over here, and then we cancel it. This should be okay. We cancel the present over here. If you want to know more about the cancellation method, I have a video about that as well. So I'm gonna place it a little bit like that, and then when I move it, yeah, now it's not going to float anymore, unless the amphora is too big and I needed to do that higher. So now when we place the present over here, if I wanted more in an angle, I can also rotate the present, and now it's not floating anymore, so it's sitting on the ground. So you need to do a bit of cancellation if you decide to do this type of staircase. Okay, this other example that I have, it looks similar to this, but it's not, because I actually placed it like this, so it doesn't have that gaps in between, and it's also placed by like this. You continue with it when you place it instead of placing one by one. Basically, you just don't see those. So now if you place, I'll show you with this as well. If you place this over here, you're not gonna have the problem like with that one, and when you group select, it's gonna select everything no matter where you place it. So I'm actually going to do it this one, so you can see how it looks with that gap as well if you make a ladder. So if you do it from here, the front, you would have to do the cancel method like I did over there, but because the fence is all linked together, it's not separated, you can actually start from somewhere in the middle. Let's see, from over here, and then we're gonna pick up the plate, for example, place it here on the shelf, rotate the shelf, and then place this fence on a present, group select. You can either rotate it or not. I'll keep it straight this time. So I use multiple items so you can see you can use any item you want, not just like the barrel or amphora, or over here I'm using a plate. So when you pick up the plate, everything will float, and this is actually much, if you use a plate, the present will be much easier to hide with, like, I don't know, something else that you can place on top, like a piece of furniture, let's say a nightstand. And you can also remove the stuff that's underground so you don't waste item space. And for example, you can hide that present and obviously the plate with a nightstand or something. We can just cancel out of the way, the nightstand, and then all we need to do is relog. And now, well, I didn't place it properly, but yeah, the present is quite hidden, and the plate, most of it. But yeah, it's easy to hide the present and the plate if you use that. While the amphora and present over here, they're a bit bigger and they're a bit harder to hide. This one, okay, so I haven't tried this one. I don't know if they're all going to link. And we're in luck because they are linking. Okay, so let's do a staircase out of that. And this time we're gonna do again the cancellation method. So I'm going to place the present over here, and hopefully I'm doing it in the right direction. Wait, I think it's the other direction. I'll just have to redo it if it's the wrong direction. Okay, so we place the present over here, we cancel it, I don't know, somewhere over here. Then we group select this and add it. Actually, it's gonna float a little bit, so I'm gonna add it by the second step, so it won't be floaty. And add it over here. I'm gonna use another present this time, so you can double the presents and do this way as well. We can remove that. Let me think. If I just place this over here, oh yeah, it's floating. That's not what I wanted, obviously. Okay, let me redo that. I needed to cancel it in the other direction. Okay, so we have it over here, and then we cancel it over here. Oh wait, not everything is linking. I think I need to link them a little bit more together. There we go. Okay, so now we have some stairs. And our present is a little bit further behind, so we can hide it. We can totally hide it like this behind a wall. And this one is extra, so we can pick it up. And we can remove this one as well. But yeah, the set of stairs looks really nice, and I'm thinking to do a mirrored one on the other direction, and it will look even nicer to have these as stairs. And the other example, that I have is with this fence. Again, this is linked together, so you can pick it up from any place. There it is. And I can link it, I don't know, to this table. This is just so that you can see that you can link it to a bunch of different objects. You're not limited to one object or anything. You're only limited to the red present though. Okay, so I'm gonna cancel it in the other direction. Actually, I'm gonna cancel it in diagonal like this. Let's see what happens. Cancel. And then move this. I'll rotate it like this. And when we add this to the table, it's gone underneath. Okay, so that's not ideal. Let me redo that. Okay, so I had these stairs just simple go like this. But I'll do over here ones that are a little bit bigger so we can see how it looks. Okay, so I like that in a diagonal, but maybe over here like this. Yeah, that's good, but it shouldn't be floating like that. That's too much. I want it further away, not floating. But if you do want a floating staircase, there you go. Let's see how it looks though. Yes, I really love this upper part as well, and if you do a mirror one, that's gonna look even nicer, and a big set of stairs. I love those both. Let me just try and redo this once more. Okay, so it's still a bit floating, but just by rotating the present, I managed to do them a little bit better. And the present is over here at the back of the stairs where no one will see it. You can easily hide it. And the stairs are properly climbable. I imagine you can do even wider steps. You could do like one high and then 3. I guess whatever you imagine, you can do it with ease. Oh wait, I need to grab it by this little tiny desert plate. I really like linking them to the plates because they're hidden quite well. Okay, so I made this work after all. So if you have questions about this or any other ideas for other videos, don't forget to leave comments and like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. Bye bye, see you next time.